Hey, it's Elizabeth here, and thanks so much for being interested in learning about becoming a patron. Being a patron for artists, whether they're writers or painters, sculptors, whatever, it's been going on for hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of years. But this is an app that allows creators such as myself, who has a podcast and does writing, to have people partner with me to help offset some of the costs. And so I wanted to let you know a little bit about what you get and why I'm asking. I'll start with my why first. It is a joy to bring you Persistence You with Lizbeth. And yet, just like my writing, there are costs associated. It costs me to have software to record. Software to edit is separate. Software to distribute the podcast, separate yet. My time, completely uncompensated. And any marketing, me again, paying for that. In book and authoring, writing books or writing articles, whatever, there is the cost, let's say, of a basic book cover, hundreds, if not $1,000. A cost of editing one's book to be good, at least $1,000 per book, if not more. Usually you get it edited a few different kinds at times in a few different ways, ideally from different editors so that they don't kind of become blind to the mistakes that are on the page. So there's the editing, the ISBNs, there is the formatting, there's all kinds of things. Then ordering paperbacks or doing print on demand, as well as distribution and marketing. These things cost money. They do cost a good bit. And so while I've been doing everything I can to keep the lights on, having a patron group is one way to focus my efforts, as well as have more contact with the people who support me and want to be there. So what do you get, you may ask? Well, I'll have a monthly Q&A, and that will either be live, and I'm thinking I will only do it live quarterly. And otherwise, people reach out to me who are patrons, and I answer their questions on video once a month, as well as have access to workshops on things like sending employee newsletters or the email list that keeps all of us in business. Even fast food restaurants now have email lists. So how do you write an email that gets opened and gets read? How do you participate on a podcast and be a good guest? Whether you're a writer or a business owner or just a human who wants to share stories, how do you get on podcasts? How do you become sought after guests? What's up with that? How do you get national publicity without paying for it? What are some ways to get you in publications and on television, should you wish, that are free and kind of fun? And some more things I teach and have taught a number of times, beginning memoir writing, where how do you get started writing a memoir? What do I need? What are the things I should be thinking about to do that first draft? So these are some of the offerings, just some of the offerings. If I go to a monthly live kind of town hall with my patron group, or quarterly, depends on whichever meets the needs of all of us, I'm going to have some people who have been in or are in abusive relationships, no doubt, as well as people whose kids were kidnapped, as I get a lot of this questions and asking for attention ever since my book became a movie. So I will have a place to host those kind of general questions, and I'll make sure that those kind of come toward the end of our town hall so that they have a little bit more privacy, and that people who aren't in the thick of it don't need to be hearing some of those things unless it's interesting to them. So it's not going to be really specific on cases and this and that, but general ways of how does one get support and keep thriving while going through a hideous personal crisis. So these are just some of the things. How do you how do you become a patron of mine? Well, let me give you the link. It is https://www.patreon.com/Lizbeth Meredith. Then you are going to go and find the different plans. I will put a link. Well, I always have a link when the podcast comes out, but I'll have a link available for you. So you pick the $2 a month or $5 a month option. If you want to give one time a year instead, let me know and we can do that. And what you'll get for that is of anything over, I'd say anything over $20 gets you one video module of something I've already videotaped, information that can help you. So I'll have a little menu of those. So that's it. Thanks for asking. And I would love to see you as a patron, $2 a month or $5 a month. See you soon.